If you were to escape into your dreams, who would you be? Maybe someone greater, faster, stronger. I hate to break it to you, but sometimes the current versions of us aren't enough for the bigger jobs. An alter ego is a super efficient permission slip for you to really let your personal power come out the cage. Some of the best people in any profession have an alter ego. One thing that you don't hear about with alter egos, after a while it gets integrated. It seems like it becomes a part of them, but really it was in there the whole time. Not too long ago, I was having a conversation with my ex-baby mama. We still chill, we still vibe. And I had told her, right now I'm a monster. And I'm coming for my life. Right now I'm a monster. And she's like, oh my, don't, such a terrible thing. Don't say you're a monster. You can't do that, no. Come here, you can't say that. That's such a terrible thing to say about yourself. You don't understand, right now, this is what I have to tell myself right now. This is what calls for my situation. I'm a monster. I'm a beast. I'm a goblin. This is how my situation's gotta be handled in a monstrous way. Because otherwise, the human, Austin, baby Austin, that was my birth name. Baby Austin is not gonna get us out of the situations we in right now. Baby Austin didn't go from homeless to this apartment right here. We don't need Austin. I got him tatted like a dead homie. I didn't get to choose that name. We don't need Austin when we attacking the world. So I told her that's what I need right now. I use the tool of the alter ego to my benefit because I have so much energy, man. So much energy. So much energy on the day to day. It's in my body, floating around to where it can be destructive. You know, I have different energy and I have different modes. High energy, a trait of ambitious people. It gotta be monitored though. It gotta be confined and used or it's gonna attack your life. I had so much energy in so many different modes. It's almost like I'm three people on the inside. Yeah, of course I'm one person, but I express myself in three different ways, three different fonts. And these three people in me, it feels like we're just high energy creatures, unemployed, living rent-free, causing problems. So you know what I did? I said, all y'all need a job. I spot 'em, got 'em. All of y'all need a job. Yes, I may do a couple things, but I have so much energy, it has to be expressed, or I'm gonna damage myself and the people around me. All three of them have reasons that they manifested within me as energies, as alter egos, as desires. I'll tell you the stories. So we'll call them a mage, the mystic, magician. One of the things that I do is make spiritual content. I have always been into spirituality. Hard for me to get along with people in my personal life or get like super close because even though it's spirituality and occult knowledge is everybody's knowledge, it's just the knowledge of how things really just are. People have been taught to be creeped out by it and it's kind of just strange to bring up in a conversation. It's just not a thing to do usually. But I have always been into spirituality since I was little and grew up in a primarily Christian-ish upbringing. Very quickly learned to start to keep the things that I was experiencing and the things that I was curious about to myself. I would start experiencing my spirituality and keeping it to myself. In a way, like, I just didn't like having that be such a big part of me personally and having to act like I didn't experience that. But, you know, like, I understand. It's like, when somebody has like their own beliefs, I'm not supposed to be muddying the water like that. You know what I mean? It's cool, but you know, as a kid, it's a weird one. harder to speak about this than I thought. Yeah, I would experience this stuff and I would start experimenting with it. Hearing about things that I could do, anyone could do with their mind and their hearts. Really being fascinated with how humans energetically are able to do astonishing things if they open themselves up to be able to do so. I'm like, oh, this might be a possibility, let's try it out. So I started experimenting with it and I enjoy myself. I enjoy using myself to the highest capacity possible at all times. I find it fascinating what we're able to do. Even just the simple things, because like I said, the supernatural is natural. I just find it fascinating that we're able. I just zone into that and I just want to keep on testing myself out. That's what spirituality is about for me. I got into middle school and I started really noticing that I care about people and that I get satisfaction from seeing other people grow. And I started helping my friends out, giving them like certain advice that I know would cut into their minds in the right way to actually make them change. And ever since I've opened my heart up to the people around me, anybody that's come close to me has upgraded from just the talks that we have. I just know certain triggers. Then after a while, I'm like, okay, if I'm just into spirituality, I care about people like this, why am I not capitalizing off of this? I got into making spiritual content now to help you. It wasn't that linear. It took me a minute to actually be able to post about this stuff, and then I figured, why am I hiding that? Because I'm scared. I'm like, why not be brave? That's what I decided to do, and it feels free. It feels so good to post stuff like this. And why not capitalize off of this? Why not? It's never enough. I want to help a lot more people. I want to help you guys. I have some paintings here. The painter side of me comes from dissociating, just wanting to be a thing because it's more relaxing. Yikes! When I paint, I let go of everything I knew and I'm just the action of putting things together. I'm just the thing. And it's a place of rest. In my head, I let go of the responsibilities of being a human for a moment. I still want to make beautiful things and like see somebody's reaction afterwards. But I don't want to like interact with nobody, you know? I grew up weird. I've been the weird kid in school and I've been the cool kid in school. One thing that's never changed, even if somebody didn't like me, they would like the art. It was interesting to see that. I didn't have to connect as a person to be able to just have somebody connect with themselves. The side of me that makes music, Draimen, the part of me that likes to be there, sometimes likes to be the cool thing that people enjoy. And really at the core of it, it's there to impress the child I was and to make him say, oh, cool. Oh my God, that's so cool. And also at the core, that side of me, it wants to conquer things. It's a beast, it's a monster. It's connected and associated to the fire that's in me. I was younger and I saw rappers, some singers, they're just like titans. They were so cool. I remember when the side of me hit me, when I saw Shakira. And I remember I was in Philadelphia and I was at my grandmom's house and on MTV, Shakira came on. Hips Don't Lie came on, the music video, and I was like, bro, what? That's a thing? A person being that is a thing? I'm like, it looks like she doesn't have to use the bathroom. What is that? How do you be that? And then like I started falling in love with the art of turning yourself into a creature like that. The things you would have to go through to turn yourself into something like that and have that start to change your DNA. It was almost this thing like, I wanted to be a superhero And it's the idea of becoming greater also came from getting out of my circumstances growing up that I didn't desire so much. I didn't take a liking to so much certain things about my childhood. It became associated to becoming something so greater that I could escape it and never have the possibility of going back. I didn't want to remember none of that. It's not even just about the music, kind of, for real, almost. It's about conquering things, totally eliminating situations, being extreme in the way that I need to be extreme. When I open up to make these songs and make these catchy songs, a part of the process is that I become something greater, and the kid inside of me smiles. I'm gonna keep on talking about this apartment because it was a point in time I was homeless. That kid in me looks at things when I conquer things, and it's like, oh my God, cool, this is so cool. We have a place. We don't have to talk to anyone. We don't have to worry about anyone else. We can do anything in here. And I just know he's back there in time, and he doesn't know that hole is so dark in that house. He doesn't know how he's gonna get out. But nigga, I got out. I got out. And then, like, it's like every so often, you know, he comes out and he sees that we are actually starting to do better. And if I keep on hitting at things, I'm gonna keep doing better. And I'm gonna start to do great, and I'm gonna keep doing great if I keep on attacking this. I'm glad I didn't have stability emotionally, like, growing up. And then when I initially escaped my situations, I didn't have stability financially at first. But luckily to my character and how I'm built, I attacked that. And I'm starting to do better. I'm gonna keep doing better because I'm not letting this slide. I'm glad I didn't have stability because it makes me more aggressive on the way that I create stability. I know what the other side tastes like, so I attack it different.